Fresh from missing the memorial to his late grandfather, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Harry now, alongside Meghan Markle, have a bigger problem on their hands. And this could really impact on their earning power moving forward. But as ever, as we often say on the show, what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London today. Nice to see you, thank you so much for your company. Welcome to all the brand new subscribers. If you are new, do introduce yourselves. Say hello to the other subscribers. We're a friendly bunch here, like to be a warm and friendly community. And of course, we are coming directly, as we often say, from the very heart of London. Occasionally we do get out of London. You know, we like to go to Yorkshire and all those other exciting places like Scotland, Ireland, Wales. If only we could move around a bit more. We can now, can't we? But I don't know what's happening in your country, but we've just been told today that COVID cases are on the rise once again. So we'll all be looking once again a little bit more like the Masked Singer or the Lone Ranger if you're of a certain vintage. Do you remember the Lone Ranger? Used to love him. Anyway, back of course to your breaking news story of the day. This particular story is a little bit serious in fact, because as we know, Prince Harry signed a mega deal with Penguin Random House for his forthcoming book, and it's going to be littered with problems. Now, as we know, he missed the memorial service for his late grandfather, the Duke of Edinburgh. That caused a lot of consternation within royal circles, particularly with senior members of the British monarchy, as one could surmise. None bigger really when you think about it, because as someone pointed out to me a while ago, it would be very difficult, wouldn't it, for him to attend such a service and then sort of blast his family a few months later in print in a book. But now there's an even bigger problem, and one that even Penguin Random House might have to rethink. Good job they only gave him a little portion of that money that we all read about, but here goes. The bigger problem, and as ever we have to say allegedly, is this. You know, there are many bookstores across the length and breadth of this wonderful country, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, all that sort of stuff. And during this wonderful Platinum Jubilee year, we're going to have many senior members of the British monarchy travelling up and down. We've already seen how William and Catherine are going to be visiting quite a few youth centres, and they are going to be in the centre of towns and cities, you know, even small villages and stuff like that. I don't know about you, I welcome independent bookstores. I find them fascinating because, of course, you get a real reflection of the owner, don't you? And then you know if they're like Sherlock Holmes or something like that because they stock it. Well, the bigger ones obviously just go with the main publishing houses trying to make as much profit as possible. That is the name of the game, not deriding that. Interesting to note though, now the bigger problem is this, because if they decide to push ahead with huge window displays, you know, massive pictorial pictures of the one-time royal known as Prince Harry parading his book, it won't look good, will it, if some snappy photographer in the background manages to get William and Catherine in that shot. That means even more work for, of course, the Royal Protection Team, and of course more difficult work for the international booksellers. And also, let's look at the bigger picture. It does look rather disrespectful in this Platinum Jubilee year. Now, I've been told, and as ever, we have to say this is first on the show, by a lot of booksellers, that is the company that puts together, you know, when they're going to release the book, etc., that they may now put this book out towards the beginning of September. Obviously, the main Platinum Jubilee celebrations are in June, so that gives a little bit of wriggle room, as they say. But nonetheless, it still goes on. The celebrations do go on, with senior members very active throughout till the end of the year. But what's interesting here is, if they do decide not to make prominent displays, will this dent the sales? And more importantly for Harry and Meghan, how much money then would they get if they don't hit the target sales? Truly, and don't believe whatever else you read, no one truly knows exactly how much money Harry and Meghan have been paid from the publisher for that particular memoir. They can all speculate, but truly only Harry and Meghan, their lawyers and their, you know, team truly know. But you don't get the full money until you finish the book, and then you still don't get the full money until they tot up the sales. I'm an author myself, I know how it works. More importantly, as I say for Harry and Meghan though, this is going to be a rather difficult thing. And for Penguin Random House, will this of course dent their opportunity to do a book tour? And, you know, when you think about that, look at the cost of the added security. And now it seemingly looks like, through no fault of his own, Harry's big plan to make a lot of money by telling all in a book could simply backfire. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.